95.3 FM KQKI. Good morning. It is Brady Burrell, and we are coming to you live with another live update on Hurricane Francine. We are expecting an update from the National Weather Service here with a new advisory in just about 8 minutes at 10 o'clock. It is currently 7 minutes to the hour of 10 o'clock, 74 degrees at the KQKI studios. And with us right now, we want to bring in a special guest, Lonny Cavalier. He is the Public Information Officer with the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. We wanted to bring you an update from Assumption Parish. Well, good morning, Lonny. How are things going out there in Assumption Parish with you guys?
Everything's going well, Brady. We opened a shelter of last resort at the Assumption Community Center this morning. Uh, People can go there, but bring the only thing you will be issued there is a place to sleep and a cot. So you bring all your personal belongings. Other than that, we are continuing our preparations. We've stacked our shifts until further notice. Uh, and we're just preparing our after storm crews right now, issuing out chainsaws and strategically placing our people so that they can access wherever we need them.
Again, if you can repeat the information of where um, that shelter of last resort is located.
Okay, the shelter of last resort is the Assumption Community Center on Highway 308 in Napoleonville. That is directly next door to Assumption High School. Very comfortable, large, safe building. But again, bring your all your personal belongings. We will supply you a cot and a place to sleep. Any medication, personal belongings. We also ask that nobody brings any type of recreational drugs or uh, any type of weapons, particularly firearms.
What about pets? Do they have facilities for the pets?
We do not have facilities for the pets at the community center.
Okay. Also, have has the Assumption Parish Police Jury or Sheriff's Office set a curfew?
We have not set a curfew yet, and I don't know if that's going to take place, but I can get back to you on that. Uh, we also, one other issue was we did issue a lot of sandbags, and I'll give you an update on that as well. That operation is taking place at the Ag Center in Napoleonville, and I'll give you an update on that. Those two things.
Okay.
I'll pass that back on to you shortly.
Okay, and we'll make sure to get that information out. Lonny, stay safe. Make sure if you any other updates, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be able to pass that information along to everyone.
Yes, and we will give you everything that we have, and try to keep you all updated as much as we can throughout the event, uh, and as long as we have contact with each other.
Okay. Well, then we'll definitely stay in touch. That's Lonny Cavalier with the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office, their public information officer. Thanks again, Lonny. We'll be in touch as the day goes on.
Thanks, Brady. Thank you all for your coverage.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Again, Lonny Cavalier with the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. I want to give you a live look. This is from Wendy.com. This is a live look right now at Hurricane Francine. As of 7 o'clock today, Francine still had sustained winds of 90 miles per hour. It's still a Cat 1 hurricane. Now, this is not the official forecast coming from the National Weather Service yet. So I'm just telling you, this is where I'm getting this information from, Wendy.com. If you notice a little bit past the track, let's say at 1 o'clock this afternoon, they are showing it as a Cat 2 hurricane. But again, I want to, just put it out there. This is not official. We will get an update in a few minutes from the National Weather Service. Also, local officials will be having a conference call with the National Weather Service at 10:15 to get a better idea. At that point, we will get better information from our local officials. But this particular site here, it is showing a Cat 2. It is a possibility. We do know that, but we don't know if that's the official forecast yet or not. As of the 7 o'clock advisory, we do know that the winds, sustained winds, were still at 90 miles per hour, and they had been that way until about 1 o'clock, or since 1 o'clock this morning. So we just want to keep you in mind that we could experience winds gusts in the Morgan City area around 90 miles per hour this afternoon around 6 p.m. as it begins to make landfall somewhere between Franklin and Morgan City. They're thinking maybe around Centerville, putting Morgan City on that east edge, as well as Amelia by Lewis. We were just talking to Lonnie. Of course, Bayou Lewis is in Assumption Parish. Homa, Gibson, all of that area would be on that right quadrant. We are expecting that update in a few minutes. The next time I come back on the air with you, I will have Brian Prodich join me, and he's really good at breaking these storms down, and he can tell us what he's seeing. And then by then, we will have that 10 o'clock advisory. We want to tell you that the city of Patterson has announced that they do not have a curfew. Right now, the only curfew in the area would be for the city of Morgan City and the town of Berwick. Right now, that curfew is set to begin in just over an hour from now at 11 o'clock, and is set to expire at 6 a.m. on Thursday morning. They're just asking everyone to shelter in place, stay off the streets. They want to make sure everything is safe for our citizens, especially our first responders. They only want to go out if it's absolutely necessary. There's an emergency. So as much as everyone can stay off the streets, stay in their homes, that way they don't have to respond to as many emergencies. We definitely don't want them to make any emergency calls unless it's absolutely necessary. If you've gone by the Morgan City Auditorium in the last, let's say, 18 hours or so, chances are you've seen that the National Guard is stationed with high water vehicles in the event of high water emergencies. We are expecting rains between 6 to 8 inches, up to possibly 10 in isolated areas. Storm surge expected to be between 5 to 10 feet, especially in the low-lying areas of St. Mary Parish, Burns Point, Cipremo Point, Louisa, all of that area where they don't have as much protection. But they did call for that voluntary evacuation yesterday morning. Also, Lower St. Martin Parish is under a voluntary evacuation. Stevensville, Bell River, of course, again, it's strictly voluntary, but at this point, if you haven't left, it's just best to stay put as we begin to see those tropical storm force winds begin somewhere around noon or 1 o'clock is when we'll see those winds beginning to increase. So if you can stay put, we're going to keep you updated. Of course, if you need any updates, stay tuned to KQKI 95.3 FM. And don't forget, you can visit us at kqkinews.com. Download the KQKI smartphone app. And as you see here, if you're watching online, or listening online, you see our app. And you see up in the upper left-hand corner, the Hurricane Francine in the menu. You can tap that. All the latest information is posted there. And enable your notifications on your smartphone or your iPad, Android, iPhone, iPad. We will send you real-time notifications as we get the latest information from local officials, the National Weather Service, National Hurricane Center. And so as soon as we get additional information, including what's going to come out of that 10:15 conference call with the National Weather Service and local officials, and then, of course, the 10 o'clock advisory, we will pass that information along to you. We'll come back with Brian Prodich as soon as we get more information. I'm Brady Burrell for KQKI News, your local news leader.